It's you. Yes, yes, you. You're lying in bed, blue light frying your retinas, thumbs scrolling endlessly through Instagram reels of cats and people dancing in their kitchens. And suddenly, between two dopamine hits, you think, wait, how did that awkward guy in the gray t-shirt build all of this? Good question. How does a guy who looks like he's buffering in real life end up controlling how half the planet speaks to each other? We'll break it down right now. Facts only. No boring boardroom stuff, I promise. Mark is born in 1984. The world is listening to Prince, hair is huge, and in Dobbs Ferry, New York, a child arrives who is already quietly analyzing the structural integrity of his crib. Now, let's be honest, his starting stats weren't on hard mode. His dad was a dentist, his mom was a psychiatrist. He wasn't starving in a basement. But while other kids were asking their parents for a Nintendo, Mark was asking for a C++ textbook. By age 12, the Zuckerberg operating system was already online. He built a messaging network for his dad's dental office called ZuckNet. While you were probably eating dirt or learning to tie your shoes, he was basically inventing AOL Instant Messenger because he was too lazy to yell down the stairs. His parents hired a private computer tutor to come to the house. The tutor's review? It was tough to stay ahead of the kid. That's a polite way of saying the child was a machine. High school, Phillips Exeter Academy, a fancy place. But Mark isn't there to network. He's there to build. He creates a music player called Synapse that uses machine learning to predict what songs you want to hear. This is the late 90s. This is witchcraft. Microsoft and AOL knock on the door. They put a check on the table, $1 million. They want the software and they want to hire him. Now imagine you're 18. Someone offers you $1 million. You take the money, buy a yellow Corvette, and retire, right? Mark says no. He uploads the software for free and goes to college. This is where the character traits solidify. He's not driven by money. He's driven by something much scarier, the need to be right, and the need to build things that work. Harvard, 2003. Mark is bored. He feels the code itching in his fingers. One night, fueled by rejection and perhaps a bit of arrogance, he builds FaceMash. It's crude. It's mean. It rates students by attractiveness. The university shuts it down. He almost gets kicked out. But the bottle is uncorked. He sees that people are obsessed with looking at other people. February 2004. The Facebook.com launches. It's not a business yet, it's a utility, and it spreads like a virus. Harvard, Yale, Stanford. And here comes the twist that separates the talented from the monsters. It's summer 2006. Yahoo comes to Mark. He's 22 years old. They offer $1 billion for Facebook. His entire board of directors says, Mark, take the money. Buy an island. Buy a country. Just sell. Mark walks into the meeting and says, no. He tells them Yahoo doesn't understand the future. He thinks they'll ruin his baby. At 22, he turns down $1 billion because he believes his own hype. If this was a movie, you'd say the writers were being unrealistic. But he actually did it. But life isn't a fairy tale where the smart kid wins and everyone claps. As Facebook swallows the world starts fighting back. Lawsuits. The Winklevoss twins claim he stole the idea. His co-founder gets pushed out. The media starts painting him not as a boy genius, but as a ruthless tycoon. His motto is, move fast and break things. And he breaks a lot of things. Privacy? Broken. Democracy? A little cracked. He's criticized for being cold, for sweating too much in interviews, for wearing the same gray t-shirt every day to save CPU cycles in his brain. He becomes the youngest self-made billionaire in history, but he's also becoming the internet's favorite villain. But here's the thing about villains. They are usually very, very competent. By 2012, Facebook is looking old. It's for your mom. The cool kids are on Instagram. The tech world whispers, Zuckerberg is done. He's a one-hit wonder. So what does he do? He doesn't panic. He opens the checkbook. He buys Instagram for $1 billion. People laugh. $1 billion for a photo app with 13 employees? You idiot. Today, that purchase is considered the greatest heist in business history. He saw the threat and he ate it. Then Snapchat comes along. Mark tries to buy it. They say no. So Mark copies their entire product, calls it Stories, and crushes them. Ruthless? Yes. Illegal? No. Then comes 2018, the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Mark is dragged in front of the US Congress. This is the clash of civilizations. On one side, geriatric politicians who don't know how Wi-Fi works. On the other side, Mark, sitting on a booster seat, blinking every 47 seconds, answering questions like a highly advanced AI trying to explain quantum physics to a toddler. The memes explode. Is he a lizard? Is he a robot? Why does he put on that much sunscreen? He tries to act human. He smokes meats in his backyard. He talks about Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. It's uncomfortable. But while you're laughing at the memes, look at the stock price. It's still going up. He absorbs the hate like a sponge absorbs water, and he keeps shipping code. But a conqueror gets bored when there are no more lands to conquer. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, he owns the social internet. So, at age 37, he does the craziest thing since turning down Yahoo. He changes the name of the whole company, Meta. He bets the farm, billions and billions of dollars, on the metaverse. Virtual reality. Wall Street panics. The stock crashes. Everyone says, this is it. He's finally lost his mind. Nobody wants to wear a toaster on their face. But remember the pattern. They doubted him when he dropped out. They doubted the Yahoo rejection. They doubted the Instagram buy. Mark is playing a game that lasts decades, while everyone else is playing a game that lasts a fiscal quarter. He's learning MMA fighting. He's getting ripped. He's designing headsets. He is doubling down because he doesn't know how to fold. And so we come to the present day. He is one of the most powerful humans to ever walk the earth. His journey isn't The Social Network movie script anymore. It's a study in obsession. It's a mixture of supreme intellect, questionable social skills, a complete lack of fear when it comes to risk, and a work ethic that would kill a normal person. Some see a tyrant who sold our privacy for ads. Others see the greatest product visionary of his generation, a guy who connected 3 billion people. And now, let's get back to you. Are you still scrolling? Seriously? Who was I telling this story for? I hope at least you learned something. If you think you could have turned down $1 billion at age 22, give this video a like. Now go do something. Or just watch the next video. The algorithm knows what you want anyway. Mark made sure of that.